Oh, good evening, everybody, and thank you so much for coming out. I'm just going to take a deep breath. This is for all of the people pleasers out there, all the people that have been told that they're too nice or they let people walk all over them. Can I get a cheer for all of us? Yes! Yes. What I find really interesting is the people that usually tell me that are usually the recipients of how fucking awesome I actually am. But just one time, I would actually like to speak my mind, like what I'm really thinking when they say that. Like when they say, "Oh, Keeley, you are just so nice. You let those kids walk all over you." Oh, is that right, Becky? I'm glad that you're telling me this. I'm glad that you're giving me your opinion that I didn't fucking ask for. Or how about those backhanded compliments? We all know those ones, yeah. You're such a kind person. I would never let anyone talk to me like that. Oh, you wouldn't, would you? Well, neither would I. So why don't you take your opinion and shove it up your ass? Yes. But going through this Hilarapy journey, I really have been embracing my more bitchy side and speaking my mind. But I'm reminded of two instances. One where I didn't say what I wanted, and another where I did, and it was really passive-aggressive, but I think pretty funny. The first one was, I used to sell Mary Kay, and I do a lot of those vendor markets. And I hadn't been there in a little while, because I had just had, my daughter was about 5 at this time. But I got myself all dressed up. I was so excited to go to this market, and I'm walking into the room just feeling fabulous. And I see this lady across the room, and she sees me, and her eyes light up. And she's like, "Oh my God, Keeley! Oh, it's been so long since I've seen you." And then she looks me up and down, and she says, "Are you pregnant?" Yeah. What I said at the time, I think, was like a really quiet, "No." And then you want to know what the bitch says to me next? She fucking cocks her head up and goes, "Are you sure?" Am I sure? I mean, I look like just a deer in headlights. I had no idea what to say, and needless to say, that market sucked for me. But on my car ride home, I'll tell you what I wish I would have said. "Listen here, lady. If you can't change something about my looks in 5 minutes, then shut the fuck up." And let this be a lesson for all of you out there, that unless, well, no, even if you walk into the delivery room, my legs are up in the stirrups, and you see the head coming out of my vagina, I don't want to hear it. Yeah. Now, the one time that I did say what I really wanted to say was, the thing about me, with someone I love or my kids, I don't hold back. I'll tell you what I think when I see them hurting. And my daughter, she's got the most beautiful blonde hair. And people would always ask me, "Where does your daughter get such beautiful platinum blonde hair?" So would I have to go through and explain, like, grade 10 biology to them and how genetics work? And it didn't really bother me until that one day when my daughter looked up at me with tears in her eyes and said, "Mommy, is there something wrong with me?" I know. And it just broke my little heart. She said she wanted to dye her hair to be short, dark, and curly like mine. But the next time we were at school pickup and somebody asked me, "Oh, where does Brookie get her beautiful blonde hair from?" Well, I just looked that bitch straight in her eyes. And I said, "Well, thank you, but it was a really busy night that night at that party, and we're not sure who father is." I was actually the PAC chair. So the next PAC meeting was really uncomfortable. But if there is one person that knows that I'm not really a people pleaser, it would be, hang on here, my loving husband, great father. Just kidding. I just want to get this right because he's here in the house. I love you, James. He is my sounding board. He is there for me when I'm having a bad day or I come home from work and someone said I've been too nice. This one day I came home and I go down into his office and he's got a chair there, which I like to call my therapy chair. And I just plunk myself down and I go, "Oh, fuck me, James." Well, he twirls around in his chair. Sorry, not twirls. He manly rotates around in his chair. And then he sees the tears falling down my face, and he just knows it's not that kind of visit. And meanwhile, I'm just sobbing, and I'm like, what the hell do they see? Why can't they see I'm a really strong, powerful woman? Why do they think I'm too nice? What is it about me? Well, after about 20 minutes of venting and crying, I wiped the tears away, a little bit of snot, and then I had my way to the door, and he says, "I've had a bad day too." Because as much as I'm a people pleaser, he's the last fucking person I please. Sorry. Thank you very much, everybody. This is a great night.